I'm sure some fishermen were skeptical early on about the CFF. I think because we have a mission that's environmental, that can look like a red flag to fishermen because they've taken a lot of heat from environmentalists over the years. But over time, as we've been able to do loans and have had good relationships with our borrowers, they refer us to other prospective borrowers and we get really positive feedback. I think we're maintaining good relationships.
If we don't have that next generation of fishermen who have the capacity to be able to invest in the industry, then it's a foregone conclusion that we will lose commercial fishing and we will be buying all our seafood from international, under-regulated fisheries.
We found over time that what you really have to do is work on the regulatory change part where that takes place with policymakers and fisheries managers and engaging with fishermen, and then you can bring in capital to help fishermen through a transition.
One of my recommendations to other folks who may be thinking about applying the California Fisheries Fund model to other fisheries or other problems is to really think as broadly as possible about the number of participants who can take advantage of it. The smaller, the more targeted it is, the harder it is to get the throughput and the volume and the learning and the experience that you need to really make it work.
The West Coast groundfish fishery in 10 years from now, it's going to be an incredible model for how you manage a fishery really well and how fishermen participate in that process and how they can create businesses that connect them to the consumer, that are really working for the environment and are working for them.
It would be really great if we could find a way to do what we're doing here in more places and help more people.
I see the California Fisheries Fund as sort of a pioneer, taking a lot of hits, doing a lot of slogging to try to implement a kind of breakthrough idea, but you want other people to follow. That's what real leadership is. And I think that the California Fisheries Fund created a model that can now be replicated.
It makes a lot of sense from an environmental and an economic standpoint. For those of us who are in the middle, try to work with NGOs that are solution-oriented and industry participants and find a future going together.
Give it a try. Contact Phoebe if you need some help. Check with them first.
We have a lot of very healthy fisheries in this state, and there's a lot of hope if people can keep working together. I think we could end up with a pretty bright future.
I think there are going to be continued innovations that will help them fish more efficiently. I see a positive, virtuous cycle developing here as a result of the catching and intervention and as a result of the capital that the California Fisheries Fund has put into this fishery.
Fishermen and environmentalists want the same thing in the end. We want healthy oceans, we want prosperous fishing communities, and we want a stable supply of seafood that can help feed the world.